We've launched a new feature on your online application system that gives districts the ability to assign a particular user access to an individual job to help in the screening process. I know a lot of our districts have been asking for this feature, so we're really excited to be rolling it out for you right now. It's really easy to set up, but there are two main steps that you have to follow in order to get it going. So I'm going to teach you that today. So the very first step is you need to identify the person or persons that you want to give screening access to, and we're going to go and give them the new role. So I went to System Manager, System Utilities, and I'm going to go to User Accounts. And I'm going to look up that user. Helps if I can spell. All right. And I'm going to edit their account to give them the new role. So select the job portal, and you'll see all these new roles called Job Screener. These roles, this role is intended for users that aren't typical HR district admin or people that already have the supervisor 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 roles. So these are people like teachers or anybody who has an account already that you want to help aid in the job screening process, okay? Before we give them this new role, I want to point out at least a couple things as well. It's really important that this new user has completed the profile section of their online application. They don't have to have a complete checklist or anything, they just need to have the profile completed. You can usually tell right away when you open this up if they do or don't. If they still have the role of guest, that's a good indicator that they have not completed their profile, and you would need them to log on and do that before you can add this new role. If you see the role of applicant, it's usually a good sign that they have, and you can proceed. The screener roles are very similar, like in the way that the supervisor roles are associated with an interest type. So if I'm only wanting this particular user to help screen a teaching job, I would make sure that I selected the screening role that is associated with my teaching interest on my portal. And on my demo portal, that is position 1. So job screen 1 is the role I'm going to give them, and I'm going to save it. All right. So that's step 1. We've identified who, and we've given them the new role. Step 2 is to identify the job that you want them to have access to view and help screen. So that is done under Management and Job Request. And when you get to Job Request, you're going to see a brand new icon hanging out on the right side of the screen. And this is where you're going to connect those job screeners to the individual job that you want them to see. So I'm going to pick on my first grade teacher job here. So I just click on that new icon and this little menu screen opens, and I'm going to press New Screener. And anybody who has the screener role for that particular interest type is going to show up in the drop-down box. So I'm going to go and select my individual, and I'm going to press Save. And it's that simple. If you make a mistake, you can delete it. You can add more than one, just like that. So that's all you have to do to get them set up. Now let's go shadow that user so I can show you what that new role gives them access to. All right. So under the Management tab, they'll now see it because before they wouldn't see that tab because they didn't have any management type roles. You're going to see they've got a couple menu items that show up. We'll start with Applicant Search. You'll see right away that it's a very pared down version of Applicant Search. They only have access to jobs that you have given them access to. And in that case, it was that teaching job. I'm going to select it and I'm going to search. So you're going to obviously want to teach them this step, how to find their job and to search. And you'll see any applicants that applied to the job that don't have a hold on their account. And they'll be able to see right away if anybody's an employee or a substitute. This new role, if you have the file screen turned on here, will give them the ability to add a file screen or to view a file screen. They're going to be able to see the summary documents and any other documents, addendums, references, by clicking those buttons. All right, so that's just like you guys have, but with a much pared down and limited access. If you're a district that uses job screening, this new role also gives this user access to do the job screening for the job that you've assigned them to. And it works exactly like job screening normally works. They're going to click on the pencil and then find the people and enter the rubric and any comments and so on. So that is the new job screening role. We've added new documentation to your sites under, let me unshadow real quick. So that new documentation will be located under resources on your site. And of course, if you have any questions or need any help setting people up, please don't hesitate to contact the support team. Thank you.